Finally, let's now handle delete requests as well. And just like in the previous lecture, I will not actually implement the deleting of a resource in our route handler. Okay, so that is not necessary because again, we are only dealing with files, which is not a real world scenario. Okay, so I simply went ahead and copied the handler that we created in the last lecture. And so let's just do some quick changes here to handle the delete request as well. So the first thing is of course this method here, which is now not patch, but delete. Okay, then we still need to pass in an ID for the tour that we actually want to delete. And then let's also change our response. So when we have a delete request, the response is usually a 204. And 204 means no content. And so that's because as a result, we usually don't send any data back. Instead, we just send null. Okay, so the status is still a success, but the data is null, simply to show that the resource that we deleted now no longer exists. So that is what null means. Okay, so pretty similar to patch. The difference here, in this case here, is that we changed the delete method, we changed the status code to no content, which is 204, and the data that we send back is null. Okay, and so even in the real world, that is exactly the response that we're going to send back. Okay, so now all we have to do is go ahead and test it out. And using, of course, delete. Let me also save it here as delete tour. And so let's pretend that we want to delete tour number 7. Again, that's not going to do anything. And so here we have our 204 no content. And actually Postman then indeed shows us here no content at all. So it doesn't even show us the JSON that we sent back. It simply gives us 204 no content. Okay, so let's just save it here. And so yeah, we have it here on the left side now as well. And you see that our collection here is steadily growing. So that's really cool. Now in the next video, we will actually make our code look a bit nicer. So organize it and follow some best practices to make our code a bit less messy.